Hello and welcome to another episode of the Magic Kings podcast with the Great Big Beautiful Dads. I'm Steve, a travel agent with Just Add Magic Travel, and I'm here not with a Great Big Beautiful Dad, with a guest who is a very special person who's been on here before, and I didn't bring the notebook this time. I remember your name.
Wow.
Mary Beth. Welcome.
No! We were so close.
Mary Kate, my relative.
I think you're my closest living relative, as we're siblings.
Closest relative, that's true, yes. And we had an experience since you've last been on the podcast, is that correct?
What was that? Oh, yes. We went to Walt Disney World together.
We visited the most magical place on the planet.
Yeah.
And we had a magical time, didn't we?
I felt like it was magical. Did you feel like it was magical?
I sure did.
Great.
The hardcore fans have heard the two-part, enthusiastic recap that I did. The good, the bad, the ugly, but almost all good. And we had a fantastic time. But we didn't do the whole trip together. I was there for less time. Mm-hmm. You did other things that we did. Mm-hmm. So we did want to get into the trip a little bit, from your perspective.
Sure.
And so maybe I'll just throw it to you. What do you want to talk about?
First of all, I think a lot of why the trip was such a big success is because we had the best travel agent in the game.
And who'd you use there?
I can't remember his name.
Scott, was it?
I didn't bring a notebook either, but I believe it was my brother Steve.
Okay.
This guy over here.
Wow.
Yeah, that made the trip so much better because there was no wasted time.
Wow.
You planned it ahead. You had things set up for us, and you helped me think through things. So then when we were there was less stress, because I feel like Disney is wonderful and can be stressful for at least one member of the party.
It's true.
And I got to enjoy it this time, too, because you did a lot of the legwork for me.
Wow. Well, no, it was my greatest joy to do that.
Because you're doing it again.
Oh. Is there a secret?
Oh, no, there's no, I'm just, whenever I go in the future, I hope you know you're on the hook.
Oh, well, please, it's no hook. This is wonderful. It was really a lot of fun.
It was.
As it is to plan anyone's trip. Going on the trip made it maybe a little more fun for me. But
it's hard to say. You'll have to try.
It's hard to say. That's right. Yeah. I've still had fun with others that I haven't gone on.
Yeah,
but not quite as much fun.
I'll go without you next time and let you know if I have more fun.
We'll see about that. Okay.
And he's here.
So, any takeaways? Any things you wanted to discuss to really air out your grievances?
Grievances.
Not grievances, but
I have a grievance.
Okay. All right.
I've got one, and all right. Also, Disney is great, and some things are expensive.
Yeah, that's true.
And by that I mean everything, but
yeah.
Well, many of the things.
It's true.
And there's one thing that really ground my gears that I wanted to talk to you about, and I don't think you even know.
No,
I don't think you encountered this. So, when we were kids in the great old 1990s, we would stay on Disney property at one of the resorts. At the beginning of the week, we would get a cup at the food court of the hotel, and we would fill it up, unlimited refills throughout the week.
Cherry Coke.
Do you know what I'm going to say? Did you get these cups this time?
I did.
Okay, do you know what I'm going to say then?
Then you can't refill them more than 14 days.
It's $25 a refill. So I thought that it was the same thing as when we were kids. So on the first day, I bought these $25 cups for the four of us and went to refill it, and they were like, oh no, that'll be another $25.
No, that shouldn't. I'm going to take this episode to a screeching halt.
Oh my gosh.
No. You get it for you can refill as much as you want for 14 days.
What? They told us it would be $25 every time we wanted a refill. No. And I was like, I don't want a $25 Diet Coke every day.
No, that makes no sense.
I know. This is okay, so it turns out I have no grievances. I genuinely texted you and was like, we need an episode because I need to talk. I was so mad.
I'm sorry.
I was so
Wait
mad.
a minute.
So
No, I don't know what. So certainly there's something with the cast member.
Nope. Nope. I bet it's not even the cast member because it was my children who told me that's what the cast member told them. Why did I believe the teenagers? Why?
So let me.
I was like, that's ridiculous. Let's get water and go.
So let me get this straight. So you thought that your two choices for getting a soda at Coronado Springs were pay, I don't know, $4 for a paper cup to fill with whatever you want, or pay $25, not just the first time, but for
every refill. So not even the day. They said every refill. These children. They were like, we were going to get a refill, but these cups you got us, we don't feel like spending $25 for a soda. I don't even like soda that much. All right, I'm going back. I'm using the cups. Are you crying? You see why I thought it was so unreasonable?
Because you said something about the mugs, and I was like...
You're like, get over yourself.
The refillable mug? I'm like, is it that expensive? I was like... Because then you said something about like, oh, Chris bought a lot of mugs. So I was like, maybe you think the souvenirs are expensive. Okay, I guess that's a topic. I don't know.
So many mugs. I think he bought 20 mugs.
But you thought that once you bought the souvenir mug, that it cost you 6 times more to refill that mug than it would be to just buy a cup.
Yeah. That's what the children said.
So for everyone out there...
All right, this is a wrap. Cut. No episode. All right, I feel better. Thanks for talking.
This is why you need a travel agent.
Disney therapy.
If something doesn't seem right at Disney, you just text your travel agent. They'll tell you, no, that's not the case.
Oh, I should have done that about another thing I learned yesterday.
Okay, let's hear it.
The magic bands.
Oh, yeah. What was that? We talked about this. What was the story?
So... I reminded the children so many times, bring your magic bands, and then one of them left it on the bed at home.
Classic.
But was trying to conceal that it was not with us and was like, I'm just going to use the Apple Watch app. And I was like, famously, you can't do that because they want you to buy a magic band. Mm-hmm. So we bought another magic band and had a really tough time linking it and getting the lightning lanes because both kids deleted the app since last year when we went there, so we had to re-download and get all the so anyways, that's another adding on to the teenagers episode.
Yep
Teens and Disney think they're adults,
they're menaces. Well, now you can use your phone. It's called Magic Mobile. You set that up and you use your phone. If you have the app to, it essentially works as a magic band. I've actually never done it because I enjoy having the magic band. So I don't think I've ever once used the Magic Mobile, though I have it set up. But you can also use it on your Apple Watch. And many people do that. So that is, you probably were told that a few years ago when you went. And shortly after you went that time, I think they introduced us because there was a time when that was true, not that long ago, but yes.
What I'm gonna do from now on is not think I know anything. And just ask you because I think I was like, oh, I don't want to bother him because I have this answer. But since you're a travel agent and everything, I'm just gonna bother you from now on.
And how many times have I said, "This is my greatest joy"? Doesn't bother me. It's no bother, you know. So
this is true. I remember Chris and I were on a cruise a couple of years ago, and we were coming into Florida, into port after the cruise, and we just were like, why don't we just go to Disney? And I texted you with like no service on the cruise ship and was like, oh, we're gonna go to Disney, and you were like, what? Like, I'll do anything to make this easier for you.
And it was like Lord of the Rings. It was like, one does not simply go to Disney.
I was like, we're just gonna vibe, and you were like, no, dummy.
You need a reservation. Like, at the time you need like park reservations, and I was like, I
hadn't been there in 18 years. I was like, I'm just gonna walk around.
Yeah, which you did. I mean, that was great. We did. But you needed a little. Yeah, it's not as simple as it could be or as it used to be. Especially then with the park reservations, that was a whole other thing. Those are for regular people like us, they're gone. For like annual pass holders and stuff, it exists in some cases. But no, I dropped everything when you told me. I was like, yeah, let's make this happen. So
yeah, incredible. No, I know it's your greatest joy.
It's my greatest joy. I mean, I have a whole podcast about Disney. I just like to talk about it. Somebody asked me questions, and if people out there ask me questions, ask like, if you buy a souvenir mug with free refills, you have to pay $25 the cost of the mug every time you get 12 ounces of Diet Coke.
I think it's more like 8 ounces.
Just send in those questions. We'll answer them right on the podcast for you.
$3 over here. My goodness.
Now, I wonder if they just made that up.
I have decided I will never listen to those children again.
Yeah. No, that's a good idea.
Yeah, no.
That's a good idea.
I'll wait till they're like 20.
I'm sorry you didn't get as much as any use out of those mugs.
We were just like, well, they're good souvenirs. And we use them for water. But that was about it.
Wow, okay.
I did not pay for one more refill, and I feel like if I had tried but once, I would have learned that the children were not correct.
Yeah. No, you should have done that. Well, hey.
Just goes to show you can never trust children.
You can never trust children.
And it's a magical place.
If you take anything away from this podcast,
never trust children. They don't know anything.
No, they sure don't. So besides... Are
you okay? Usually I'm smart. Ish.
You do read. That's good.
I can read. I'm so good at books. I'm not great at life.
No, that's all right.
That's actually something I know our parents listen to this podcast. They're going to hear this anyway.
Yeah.
I remember Dad told me when I was in 7th grade that I was book smart, but not street smart. I was like, wow.
I don't know.
I was like, what's street smart? And he's like, C.
Might be some evidence that he was right.
You hear that, Dad? Hope you're proud.
Dad also told us that there was a spark when we hit a baseball, that there would be a spark if only we kept our eye on the ball, and we sniffed that one out in about 2 seconds.
No spark.
Yeah, and so we were street smart about that.
Yeah,
so
we were street smart because I was like, what about every time I've ever watched baseball? Because he had baseball on TV 100% of the time. I've never seen a spark. He's like, oh, you have to be the one holding the bat. Neither here nor there.
That's a good line. That's a good line.
He was thinking on his feet, but we were too quick. But I was not quick enough to get beverages. Speaking of beverages,
yeah.
So we went to Disney World in August again. We keep doing this, which has its pros and cons. Pro, fewer people there, lines are shorter, can go on the Tower of Terror 6 times in a row.
Yep.
Or we did anyway. I can't guarantee anything.
Sure, yeah.
A con is that my body was crying sweat.
Yeah, it was hot.
And so trying to hydrate a family.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to carry a water bottle, even though we purchased so many cups.
Yep.
But we would just go buy water and chug it and then get rid of the bottle. Mm-hmm. I have a friend who lives in Orlando, and she had told me before the trip, get a good reusable water bottle, bring it with you to the parks, and then go into a restaurant and ask them to fill it up, and they will. And keep doing that throughout the day. Why didn't I do that?
Yeah, why not? No, it's good advice. Very good advice. We also, were hot. We needed to drink a lot of water. Yeah, and there's filling stations. There's stuff, I definitely, when I'm in the parks, I'm just like, I don't know what it is. I don't get hungry. I don't get thirsty. Disney's giving me everything I need.
Your wife and I discussed this behind your back.
I'd be like, oh yeah, Fran has to eat, huh? I forgot about that.
She doesn't. She's being fed by Disney as well. That's right.
But the people I was with definitely need a lot of water and stuff, and I should have drank more water. But I don't know.
We all should have. Yeah. And I could have, but we didn't want to carry it, and I mean, we could have just figured out a way, I think, but...
The thing you didn't have that we did is the stroller.
Well, true.
And I'll miss, whenever I'm without a stroller at Disney, I will miss it. I don't know how much longer, because she's almost 7, and she looks like she's about 20. So we'll see how long she goes with the stroller at Disney, but
milk it.
Yeah, no, putting the stuff in the stroller is nice, I have to say.
That's true. And you did let us utilize yours, which was helpful as well.
Yeah.
I want to go back to Disney, Steve.
Yeah.
Since not everyone will get to go on the trip with you.
Yeah.
I've heard.
I guess that's true. Yes.
I suppose that's true. Sabine, your lovely wife, and I were discussing you're a different guy in Disney.
Yeah.
I turned around for a second and looked up and you were gone. You had pushed the stroller a mile away.
Yep.
And I was like, where is Steve? And Sabine's like, he's over there. And I was like, how? He just went uphill. I'm so tired. How did he? And she was like, this is Disney Steve. This is Disney Steve.
It's just adrenaline.
It's like... like you could do anything.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like you could carry that stroller to the top of a mountain.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
No,
yeah. It's incredible to see that enthusiasm.
No, it's great. I'm very enthusiastic. And I talked about how I was the first person from within the park to get to Jack and Sally at the Halloween party.
Wow.
How like nobody beat me from Tortuga Tavern and where I was, and I just like booked it, and I was weaving through people, and I think I crushed a lady. No, I'm kidding.
Only one.
And plus, I was pushing the stroller, and I had to get her out of it, and I still beat everybody. We still had to wait 2 hours, but
What is it? What gives you this vitality?
I don't know. It's just where I feel the responsibility of like I'm here, I'm in charge here, and I'm leading this, so I'm finding it within. Mm-hmm. But I also just I don't feel like I'm. Like truly, I said, I don't feel hungry. Like I don't feel thirsty.
Feel nothing.
I just am like, I'm
nothing
there, I'm going. Yeah, I'm just going. And I'm up in the morning, I'm getting coffee. Like in the mornings, I would like walk around and take pictures at the resort. I'm like, oh, we didn't stay over here. I'll just take a picture like Lady in the Tramp. Like, because they're just sleeping and, recovering like normal humans would have to after doing 50 million steps and, in the blazing heat. But I just don't need to. Okay. I don't. I can't explain it. It's just.
There was a point where I was trying to get out of the Astro Orbiter.
Yeah.
And I was so sweaty. I was trying to like use my arm to launch up out of the rocket when the ride was done, and just kept slipping. And I was like, they might have to help me. Like, Sabine's like, are you okay? And I'm like, I think I'm riding again. Like, I can't get out. That was tough.
Yeah.
That was a good look.
That is a good segue into, because I went through every detail of everything I did with Mike, as everyone's heard, and I only talked about your trip to the extent that we crossed paths, which was much of it.
Yeah.
But one thing I didn't do, you said the Astro Orbiter, and you and Sabine did that while me and the kids went on Tron, right, at the Halloween party.
Right.
What are some things that you did that you'd like to discuss with the listeners? Because like we didn't go to Animal Kingdom. Do you want to discuss that? Do you want to discuss like some of the stuff you did, Coronado? What do you want to talk about? The beverages,
Coronado.
I miss... Other than the refills being so expensive, you like it.
But that's every resort.
Every resort, if you buy the expensive mug, they charge you. I'll probably never be over that.
Yeah, I do wish I had told you before the episode so you could have screened it out. Here we are anyway. I have a master's.
But again, that's more about books.
Yeah. Anyway. So Coronado is one thing you mentioned.
Yeah.
We were fortunate enough to stay in building 1 of the casitas this time. Nice. We were next to the main building and the tower. Awesome. So that was great because that campus is bigger than Disneyland.
Yes.
It's huge and it's beautiful, but we still got to like walk into it enough to see pretty fountains. We also, on the last night, Chris and I were sitting out. They have chairs and a little patio out by the river that runs through the middle of the resort.
Nice.
And I was reading. He was listening to his podcast, just looking out at the water.
Magic Kings?
Of course. I think it was Dan Levitard.
Okay, shout out to Dan Levitard.
And we were next to a little bar. So he would get a pina colada for himself. And then he just walked down the path to the restaurant in the middle of the river and would get me a sangria because that's their specialty.
Love it.
And we were just chilling.
Sounds great.
And then we did go to 2 of the restaurants there in addition to the food court. We went to Rick's. And then we went to Maya Grill.
Yep.
And it was all good. And it works out well because it's food that the kids will eat, and they're pretty picky eaters. They'll eat like Mexican food, and there was Mexican food at all those places and at the food court and everything too. So that worked out well. And there were many, many geckos.
Oh, yeah. We saw so many geckos.
Yeah.
I didn't mention that. Yeah, go ahead.
It was Gecko City over there.
Is that a summer thing?
It must be, because I've never seen so many in my life. It was like I was watching my feet at Coronado when I didn't want to squish one. They just kept running in front of us.
Yes. No, whenever we went outside, Fran would be like, okay, Dada, we're on lizard patrol. And we'd always be looking for them. We'd always see one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Chelsea wanted to domesticate one, but that's not what we do with wildlife.
Okay, so you didn't let her dictate that, but you let her dictate the beverage. Okay, sorry. I'm not going to...
Once in a while, I step in and I'm like, hey, listen, let me use my adult brain for this.
I'm not going to bring it up again for another 5 seconds.
Yeah. So there were a lot of geckos, and I don't know, it's just a very chill, clean, pretty vibe there. Yeah. And we did go to the gift shop Panchitos.
Love it.
An absurd amount. Especially while we were waiting to check in. It was like, okay, let's go look for souvenirs. And then we were like, all right, let's go look for medicine. Okay, let's get a drink. And they were like, you're here. Wow. Because we were just waiting in the lobby. And we'd be back in half an hour. Yeah. We spent a lot of time at Panchitos, which we love. I, in the mornings, was going to, I think it's called Rick's Express, maybe, or Rick's Cafe.
The quick serve deal. Yep.
I think it's the cafe because, you just order at the counter. There's no seating or anything. It's just quick. And I got Biscoff iced lattes a few times, which were delightful.
Wow.
Sometimes Chelsea came. We'd have breakfast while the guys were sleeping, and then we would just head out to the bus. That was a tip I was looking on the app to figure out which bus stop we should go to for Coronado.
This is a great tip.
It said 2.
Okay.
It says if you're staying in Casitas, you go to 2. But we discovered that if you go to 1, it's actually much closer. So if you're staying in building 1 and you go to bus stop 1, that's the one that's in front of the tower.
Yeah.
And the tower is actually super close. Like, you don't even really have to walk outside. You can walk right along the building without even walking outside. I mean, you're not in the building. You're in front of the rooms. Yes.
Yeah.
But you then just cut through the building, and then it's right there over to the left. So that saved us time, because the first time when we came back from the parks, we got off at 2, and it was a long trek back to the room.
Yeah, interesting. That is a good tip, that the app will lie to you if you're in building 1.
Yeah.
Because they want to save that number 1 for the tower people.
Maybe.
But if you're in building 1 or close to there, you can just sneak over there.
So much better.
That's a great tip. Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you're tired at the end of the night.
Oh, yeah.
Or when it's hot or something. So that was cool, because then also it was like super close if we went to breakfast. Then we were right over there anyway. Right.
Very nice.
That was good. We did use Bell Services for our luggage so they could bring it to and from the room, which we didn't necessarily need to in building 1, but if you're in building 7B or something, definitely use Bell Services. And
they brought it for you from Bell Services.
They did. They will also give you a ride.
Oh, nice.
You can ask, or they sometimes just offer. They have a vehicle.
Yeah.
So on the way out, we did ride with our bags up to the front.
Awesome.
And it was funny because the guy who gave us the ride, I recognized him from a couple years ago.
Oh.
He had given us fun facts then, and then he was giving us new information this time.
Oh, so he didn't recycle that's great.
No.
He's like, I remember these guys. I already told them my A stuff. I'm giving them the B stuff now. That's great. This is good info, because one thing I want to say is that people will often ask me, like, what's the difference between a value and a moderate and a deluxe? And, what's the story? And, so I've stayed at all 3 levels, as you have, in your life at least. Mm-hmm. We stayed at value this time at Pop Century, which I love Pop Century. I think for the money, it's one of the best resorts at Disney. Mm-hmm. But one thing I'll say is that a few of the things you've mentioned are not super available at value resorts.
Oh, okay.
One is they will not, I think they'll do it if you ask or if they're available or whatever, but as a rule, they won't take your luggage to your room for you.
Oh.
And in fact, when I stayed at Art of Animation last year, even to take one of the luggage carts, you had to like sign it out and like wait in line to sign it out and sign it back in, like tell them where you were going with it and stuff like that. And like they weren't giving people, I think if you need a ride, whatever, I'm sure they'll give it to you if you ask for it, but it's not sort of part of the package, right? Part of the deal. That's one thing. The other thing I'll say is that, because I was lucky enough to get some souvenirs from you.
We were appreciative.
Well, I have my, let's see if the mic will pick this up. I have my water bottle.
Wait, that's a water bottle? I thought it was a lightsaber.
So it's a lightsaber water bottle that you got me. That when I open it, I'll post a picture on social media or whatever in a video, but it's very cool. But what I'll say is the gift shops at the values are fine. But the gift shops at the moderates and it's certainly the deluxes will have more stuff, and they'll have like, I don't want to say better stuff, but sometimes exclusive stuff, or sometimes, whatever. So that's a little way that they differentiate. So I think the levels of service, they're pretty they're pretty demarcated by the level of hotel you're staying at. And so depending on what's important to you, to me, what was important is we're kind of sneaking this trip in. We did want to save some money. Pop Century made sense for us. And as I've talked about before, I don't know if you know or aware of this, that I'm a fan of the Skyliner.
Oh boy, this Skyliner.
And I knew we were doing a lot of Epcot Hollywood Studios, so I was like, I need the Skyliner. So Pop Century was the only choice to make. We were on.
What other rides are? What other resorts are on the Skyliner?
What other resorts? So Art of Animation and Pop Century have the same station, and then Caribbean Beach, and then Riviera.
Okay.
And then there's the resorts that you can walk to Epcot from. So Beach Club, Yacht Club, and Boardwalk. And those, you can use the Epcot Skyliner to get to Hollywood Studios or those other resorts. So those count as well.
Okay.
So yeah, those are the ones. And yeah, it was fantastic.
I still haven't been on it, but I believe you.
Yeah, no, it's great. It was the end of the night of our last night, and at your third to last, I guess, when we went to Hollywood Studios. Yeah. We parted ways at the Skyliner. You went to the bus. We were on the Skyliner looking down at the buses. And I said, look at those suckers waiting for the bus.
So rude.
And Fran was like, suckers? You were just with them all day, and now you call them suckers? I was like, Fran, it's kind of a joke, but they are suckers. And she was like, unbelievable. And she brought it up later, like since we've been home. She's like, remember you called them suckers? I was like, Fran, it was kind of a joke.
She's got my back.
Oh yeah, no, Fran.
Auntie and Fran for life.
Auntie and Fran, perfect team.
My special niece.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. No, but I was on my way to Coronado Springs, which is my happy place.
That's
so yours is the Skyliner, mine is Coronado Springs.
That's right. And I do love the bus. I mean, don't get me wrong. I won't turn my nose up at the bus. But.
Oh, I feel like maybe they're a lot more fuel efficient than they were when we were kids. I'm going to throw out something that's going to sound crazy.
Okay.
I used to love the smell of the buses because I paired it with being in Disney and going fun places, and they don't have the same smell anymore, which I think is exhaust.
Okay.
Do you know anything about the vehicles?
It's something I feel like I should know. I don't really. I mean, they must have improved. I will. I'll report back.
Do you take requests?
I'll take any. As I said, do you want to send in questions? This is a question right here. This is a request. I'm going to look into that.
It wasn't a good smell.
No, right.
It smelled like gas and exhaust, and it was like a distinctly like Disney bus. Oh my gosh, we're going to the park for the first time.
Yes.
And now it's just like it smells clean. I'm like, oh, I'm not disparaging that.
Yeah.
I have a hybrid car. Like I love that for them if that's what's happening.
Sure.
But I do wonder about it because I'm like, where's the aroma?
Wow, I'm gonna have to dig into that and find out where the aroma is.
There's also a very distinct hotel aroma.
Yes, and I believe each resort does have its own aroma that is pumped in. And there's like these companies that make candles with the different smells of like the different resorts and like Pirates of the Caribbean and all these like distinct smells of Disney.
Can you get me a Coronado Springs candle?
Yeah.
As my brother.
Yeah. No, I can do it as your travel agent.
Okay.
As your brother, I cannot. I'm sorry.
All right. Fair enough. Get me that gift.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just it's like, oh, I'm back.
Yeah, no, it's great. No, the smell.
It's olfactory memories.
It's olfactory. It's part of the whole equation of Disney, right?
Yeah.
Is the smells is truly is a big part of it. Like
yeah.
Main Street, the popcorn and the whatever, all the smells. You know, you
the Starbucks.
The Starbucks. You smell that Starbucks. That's like
really
the
do.
smelliest Starbucks.
It
Yeah,
is.
it's nice going down there.
I
I commented on that this time. I remember. It's funny you mentioned that. Yeah, it's true.
Back to the resorts.
Okay.
And the things that I did that you didn't do.
Okay.
We went to Boma for dinner at the Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Well, we haven't even discussed this. My favorite.
I know.
Yeah.
Which was, I think, both of our favorites when we were kids. Our favorite restaurant at Disney. And I gotta say, it still is after this experience. Even though I've been to a lot more restaurants than... Because we used to kind of go to the same ones. We had our favorites.
Yeah.
And I think there are just more restaurants now than there were then.
For sure. Yeah.
Boma's so good.
Yeah.
Entire family really enjoyed it. And it was our last dinner. It was really nice. And it was cool to go to the Animal Kingdom Lodge. Yeah. And as you were talking about that gift shop and about the smells, it smelled really good in the Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Love it.
Slightly different from Coronado Springs, so it would make sense if it's a different scent.
Yeah.
And that gift shop is huge.
Mm-hmm.
Way bigger than Panchitos. No shade to Panchitos. I love that place.
Yeah. Shout out to Panchitos.
Huge.
Yeah.
So much stuff. And there was exclusive stuff. A lot of it was like Lion King themed.
Oh, okay.
It was raining, so we couldn't see any of the animals when we went. But that's always a cool highlight, and I would love to stay there one day to stay with the giraffes.
Yeah,
that's a dream.
The Savannah View, I know.
Yeah,
no, you gotta get that. You gotta get that going. Yeah, someday, next trip.
Yeah.
Well, you can't. What you gotta do is a split stay, because I don't think you can go without Coronado. I just think that's.
I didn't even consider a split stay until you just said it. This is why you need a travel agent.
There you go. Yes.
Just one night at Animal Kingdom and the rest at
Honestly,
Coronado.
You could do that.
You really could.
You could, and they actually move your luggage from one to the other if you do that. So you come into Animal Kingdom, you chill like that day, and maybe the next, and then head to a park later in the day. You check into Coronado later that day. That would be fine.
What if from now on I'm like, okay, now Polynesian one day, Coronado the rest of the days, or 2 days, whatever.
That could work.
You've opened up a whole new world.
The Polynesian would be good, because that could be either Magic Kingdom or Epcot, because you got the monorail to those, and then
I haven't taken the monorail since I was a kid.
Wow. Yeah.
Maybe I should.
I honestly think I like the Skyliner more.
Oh, what a shock! You prefer the Skyliner to something.
Skyliner.
You're so hard to read. How do you feel about it?
I like it. I like it.
You only mentioned it every day that we were there.
Well, it's just important.
It's just the most important possible thing.
It is. Yeah.
I took a gondola up Table Mountain in South Africa in Cape Town.
Yeah, you mentioned that on this podcast before.
Yeah, I took a gondola then.
Yeah, gondola. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
It's not. Okay.
Okay.
Don't you dare say it's the same.
I'm so sorry. It didn't take me to a hotel.
Yeah, well, so there you go. It's not the same.
Maybe I'll stay at the boardwalk.
I would love to stay. That's my next one. Our next big trip, we're going boardwalk, baby. Are you going to tell me when you're going? Of course.
Okay.
Of course. But I don't know. I mean,
I'm not your travel agent.
I said this to Mike on my second episode. I will go to Disney anytime. You tell me go to Disney right now, I'll go.
I believe you.
There's no limit. But my cup is full right now. I don't feel as though I'm itching to that's how I felt for a long time. I need to go. I haven't been in so long. I'll get there probably in about a week and a half.
Sure.
But right now I'm I could see maybe next time. I wouldn't mind doing the cruise or whatever and taking a little time away. We'll see how long that lasts, but
maybe you could do what we did a few times. Cruise and either before or after.
That's right. Disney. No, we did the day in Disney and then the cruise.
That's true.
Yeah, and that was good. I did enjoy that. It wasn't enough time at Disney World. I wanted more, and so it was still great though, and I loved the cruise, and so we'll see. I think my family might be more on the cruise. side anyway. So we're gonna see what happens.
Absolutely.
But if I'm going to Disney World, you'll be one of the first to know.
Okay, good. And that's what I'm asking for.
That's what you're getting.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, maybe I would try
What if I decide, maybe I'll go too? You don't know.
I don't know.
How are you gonna know?
I won't. I might.
I'm influenced easily.
I might even pull the trigger on the Gran Destino Tower at Coronado. I want to check that out real bad. That seems really great. So that's another one after Boardwalk, and there's a couple others I haven't stayed at that I'm like I'm kind of want to get the sense of, but that one's up there. That one seems like a really cool place.
You know, I was thinking the same thing this time, that next time we go to Disney, we should stay in the tower.
Yeah.
It's a similar but different experience, I would assume.
It's right near the transportation. It's very convenient, and it's super new and super nice. Mm-hmm. It's like very deluxe feeling for a moderate price, and it's a very that's a high recommend from me for people. You know, certain people, if they're looking for something really nice on a certain budget. It's like that's a very good sweet spot for a lot of people. Yeah.
That is where the Bell Services is too, in their lobby. So we did go in there and we hung out. There's like a bar cafe on the first floor. If you come in at the ground level and then you go down a level, there's a place there to get drinks and stuff. Wow. So we got some tea over there while we were waiting for our transfer to go home.
Love it.
And it was a nice cozy place to read and wait, and it's just really pretty.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful. And they're in Bell Services, they're always playing on a loop the movie Destino.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Have you watched it?
No.
Do you know what it is?
Not really.
Okay, so I did end up watching it after the first time that I stayed at Coronado Springs when we saw the Bell Services movie. And then it's been playing every other time we've been. And it's not the whole movie. It's just kind of like clips of it. But it's an animated film created by Walt Disney and Salvador Dali. Yeah. It's really cool. The art, it's like very obviously Disney animation, but also surreal and absurd.
Wow.
And it was a project they had worked on and then didn't come to fruition until a couple of years ago. Like it was posthumously produced, I want to say.
Did hear something about this. I'll have to look at that.
Yeah.
That's cool. And you know where the Salvador Dali Museum is?
It's in Florida, right?
It's in Florida.
Yeah.
I went to a wedding in Tampa.
I remember this, yeah.
It's in St. Petersburg, I guess, technically. And then we went to Disney around that. That's the time I stayed off-site. It was horrible. No, it was okay. But
it was the worst day of my life.
Shout out to Dolly. Shout out to Mustaches.
Seriously.
What was he? He was walking an anteater out of the subway in that picture. Isn't that right?
I think so.
Shout out to anteaters.
This is going to be very unrelated.
Okay.
You can edit this out. I was looking on Instagram recently and I saw something. So I don't know what the source is. Oh. And I don't have a lot of street smarts. Okay. But the Instagram post said that 12 different species of animals have evolved into anteaters. Okay. Independently of each other. Oh. Their characteristics have been selected just by natural selection over time so that it's created the same creature 12 different times. Wow. I don't know if it's true.
Doesn't sound true.
It sounds like Dolly made it up. It sounds like I made it up about Coronado Springs.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just going to spew misinformation.
Any zoologists out there,
anyone who can Google beyond just looking at an Instagram post and remembering it forever.
That's right. I've met Jeff Corwin. Maybe what? He could. It's a whole other story.
Excuse me? Why did...
No, I'm not going to tell
you. You're not going to
I'm not going to reveal that.
This is the most annoying thing you've done.
Well, he might know.
Do you know him?
I met him.
Oh, text him.
I will.
How many animals evolved into anteaters?
Yeah, wow, interesting. So,
could be true.
Thanks to Dolly for bringing that up. Yeah, I'm definitely not editing that out. Oh boy.
No one will believe anything I say. Anyway, I went to the Animal Kingdom and you didn't.
Yeah, that's right. I missed it. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I think it's number 2 for me behind Magic Kingdom.
Favorite of Chelsea and Chris.
Love it.
Favorite park.
I love it. That's awesome.
So Chelsea has a lot of nostalgia for the Cali River Rapids.
Okay.
which she went on multiple times when she was little. So she was like, we absolutely have to do this. And we did. We went on it once. We did not get soaked, but one guy did on our ride.
Nice.
Poor guy.
Nice.
But we did that, and we went on Kilimanjaro, Everest, Escape to... what's the...
Expedition Everest?
Expedition Everest.
Yep.
The Yeti ride.
Yep. You went on that?
We went on it so many times.
Oh, nice.
So we got lightning lanes for that. So we did it like shortly after we got to the park, and then we stayed until it closed at 6, and there was nobody there at that point. There were thunderstorm warnings. They were saying they might shut down some of the rides and stuff. And I think people just left. So the park was pretty empty, but the thunderstorms never came. So we just kept getting back in line, and we didn't even have to wait. We just walked right back through the line. So it was like 5:59. We got back in line. It's like 6 times in a row. That was really cool to do that together as well with the 4 of us.
Amazing.
We went on the safari ride, which is maybe my favorite thing at the park. I think that that's so much fun to see the animals. And they were all, it was unusual because it was the middle of the day and it was super hot, but they were all out.
So, okay, interesting. And I've said on this podcast, because the biggest tip, if anyone has a tip about Animal Kingdom, it's, go in the morning to the safari because the animals are more active. And I think I've only ever been in the morning, and I'm like, yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, but I've been like, we'll see. I don't know. Is that even true? Like, these animals are out there. I don't even know. And you're saying the animals were all out, and it was 1,000 degrees, and they were having the time of their lives. Is that right?
I have never seen so many animals on that ride.
Okay.
And people were commenting on it on the ride. Like, oh, this is weird. There's so many animals out.
Debunked.
I guess. It could be just this one anecdotal experience, but...
Mythbusters.
I've told a lot of stories today, so...
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
This one actually happened.
Credibility is...
Yeah. Don't believe a word I say. No, but it was really cool because we got to see almost all of the animals on the chart that's on the vehicle.
Oh, nice.
We pointed out that we had seen most of them. There were just a couple that we didn't see.
That's incredible. Wow. Yeah.
Wild, right?
That's really cool. Yeah. And again, I've always been in the morning and never, I've seen a lot of animals, obviously. Yeah. That is one of my favorite, it's one of my like honorable mentions. I did my technically my top 10 with Mike on my last recap, but that's right there. It was a tough cut from that for me. Yeah, it's a really great ride. Yeah.
If there's an experience where I can see giraffes, it gets extra points.
Love giraffes.
Shout out to giraffes.
Man, if they could stick a giraffe at Coronado, you'd be in heaven.
I'd never leave. Sangria and a giraffe. Will I be excommunicated if I bring up Universal?
No, what do you mean excommunicated? No, shout out to Universal. It's great.
Okay, because I know you can like also plan trips there. But
absolutely.
Okay, so I don't have to like stick to the theme here.
I've made my niche Disney World because it's my favorite place.
Sure.
But no, Universal's great. Yeah. So you went to Universal on your first day, right?
Yeah. I was just thinking I would not have a giraffe as my Patronus, but I love giraffes.
Okay. What would your Patronus be?
According to Pottermore, it's a mole.
Oh, boy.
It hurt my feelings.
A mole?
A mole. If you were going to assign me a Patronus and you were being nice to me, what would you assign? I'm
trying to think about putting myself in the frame of mind of being nice to you.
If it's not a mole, what is it?
Maybe a vole. Oh. No. I'd give you a...
What's the difference?
I'd give you like a horse. Like a stallion.
A stallion?
Those are nice animals.
Thank you.
What I meant was...
why?
A giraffe.
A giraffe. Okay.
What do you want? What would be a flattering animal?
A stallion, I guess, is flattering. It just... is that the vibe?
I don't know of any animals what animals can read?
None.
Was there one with Jane Goodall that she taught to...
You was thinking I might be a chimp.
Yeah, I don't know.
Thank you. All I can do is read. That's what you've boiled it down to. Chimp level reading.
Maybe like an owl. They're smart animals. Very studious,
So if I could choose, I would choose a raven.
Okay.
I think ravens are really cool. I think it's funny to listen to them talk.
Yep.
I think they're beautiful and mysterious and a little spooky cozy.
Nice. Okay. I like it.
What would your Patronus be?
I think I'd be a bear. I mean, I don't think there's any
other option.
I think I've been mistaken for a bear enough that...
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Wow. I can't believe I asked that stupid question. What a dummy. Anyway, we went to Universal.
Yeah.
I was bowled over by Diagon Alley.
Yeah, wow.
And that's really what I would mostly talk about if you were like, tell me about Universal.
Wow.
I would be like, Diagon Alley.
Let's hear it.
Thing. So I was enthralled. Do you know that Gringotts has a giant dragon?
Yes.
Yeah, like in the books and in the movies of Harry Potter, the dragon. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm just gonna say there's a dragon on top of Gringotts.
Yeah, I mean, this has been out for years. I don't think you're spoiling anything. Yeah. I think you're good. Yeah.
So that dragon is, life size. If dragons were real, maybe they are. I don't know.
No one knows.
Who knows? So it's really cool and detailed, and you can stand right under it, and then it blows fire.
Yeah.
And it's a magical creature. It has its own mind. It's not on a schedule. It just blows fire when it wants to.
Amazing.
And it was so cool to find Diagon Alley because you're just walking around Universal and it's like, oh, I'm in London. There's the train station. Cool. King's Cross. And then you go to the brick wall, just like in the books and the movies, and suddenly you're in Diagon Alley.
So cool.
And then you turn the wrong way down a super dark alley. I started walking down it and my family was like, you're not supposed to go there. And I was like, I'm in Nocturne Alley. And we went to Borgin and Burke's, which was the coolest shop. And Chris got a couple of mugs.
Nice.
So many mugs. But that was a really cool shop. And then there were kids who had gotten their wands who were making things happen in the windows, like making plants grow and turning on lights and making fireworks and stuff. It was magical. It was so immersive. And I think for somebody who's used to the level of theming that Disney does, it felt like that.
Yes.
Which, I don't know. We went to Isles of Adventure and Universal, like those two parks at Universal. And there's a lot of theming there, but Disney is like hyper fixated on details.
Yes.
Disney like goes overboard with details. So that's kind of what I'm used to. So then I kind of feel the difference in Universal where it's themed, but not like to that level.
Yeah.
But that Diagon Alley was to that level.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
Yeah, that's been my impression. I haven't been to Epic Universe since it opened in May, and I think that is another level. I don't know if people would say it's the same as the Harry Potter, the other Harry Potter areas, maybe, but yeah, that's where Universal has stepped it up. Is that they took that Harry Potter situation very seriously to a Disney level, and like. Yeah. The whole deal where you go through the wall and you're there's not too many things in Disney that are, at that level. That's a very Disney, Disney thing, I would say. But you enjoyed Universal. You enjoyed Diagon Alley.
I did. And I would say that the air conditioning is similar, but not quite to the level.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
If you're choosing a gift shop to hang out in, choose one with air conditioning.
Okay.
Yeah. I did end up buying a How to Train Your Dragon like water bottle sling while I was at Universal, and I got a Ravenclaw water bottle because I was like, I need to carry around water today. Yeah. And that worked out well. I should have just brought it to Disney, the sling, and just used it there. But the How to Train Your Dragon stuff was cute. I think that maybe Epic Universe it might be that has the whole area. So we didn't go there, which I would have liked to. I really love that franchise.
Yep.
But
you can meet Toothless.
Yeah, they did have a thing where you could meet there was a Toothless option in one of the places that we went.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was very small. Yeah, but it was cool. There were characters walking around, like Spider-Man was taking pictures of people. And
love it.
Yeah, I think Universal was fun. It was my husband's dream to go there since he was a kid. So we snuck in a day, and it was definitely worthwhile. And I think we would go back again and try the other parks too.
No, that's awesome.
So
yeah, and there's benefits too if you're going to Universal to staying at Universal. So you know, it's there's good ways to, if you want to do both Disney and Universal, to split that way. You can do that. It kind of depends what makes sense for people, but so yeah, shout out to Universal. All right, anything else to discuss from the trip, or any other things you need to air out?
They charged me $1,000 for a chicken nugget.
It was a nice man in a trench coat. He was flipping a nickel.
No complaints, actually. Turns out I have no complaints except about my own family. Telling lies. How did that benefit them? Then they didn't get... whatever. I don't understand.
We're not gonna tell them that we talked about this. We're gonna have to confront them on the podcast. They probably won't even remember. Whatever. I don't know.
Like, what are you talking about? Yeah. I didn't say that. You would never say that because that's stupid. Anyway.
Classic children.
Yeah, right. Shout out to kids. I don't know. I think that we did a lot of the rest of it together.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you kind of already covered it in another...
What'd you think of the Halloween party?
Oh, I did want to talk about this.
Yeah.
Yes. So I really appreciate your recommendation to do the party. I think that added a lot to our experience, not just for the day, but for the week. Because we were beat after Universal. It was an absolute deluge that day. We were soaked, like every piece of clothing we were wearing, we could have wrung out.
Amazing.
For hours.
Wow.
So we were like beat.
Yeah.
So it was good that we had the party the next day because we didn't have to get to the park until 4.
Right.
So we were chilling. The kids slept in and we just weren't rushing around. I actually got some laundry done. Like we were able to just chill.
Nice.
So then we were refreshed when we got to the Magic Kingdom. And they gave us our wristbands right as we were entering because they split you into lines for just going into the park or going in for the party.
Yep.
Anybody who was just going to the park was leaving by 6 anyway, so that line wasn't really long.
Yeah.
But we got the wristbands as soon as we got in. My kids are old enough that they weren't really interested in like the trick-or-treating part of it.
Yeah.
So they gave us the trick-or-treating bags with M&Ms in them, and the kids handed them to us. We're like, you hold this.
Nice.
And then they were like, we got to go do stuff. We got rides to go on. So that's fine. But after 6 o'clock, especially, when the park really cleared out, it was only people who were there for the party. There were no lightning lanes or anything, but there was no need for it because there were so few people there. And I wonder if that's especially like when it's really hot out for the party, that there are fewer people in August anyway, and then fewer people for the party. It was really easy to navigate through and do things. They tend to want to do things multiple times. Yeah. Especially like thrill rides. So they were able to do that easily. Yeah. And we did Space Mountain multiple times. Like we did a bunch of things as a family, and that was cool. But they were also able to just go. Like they didn't care to see the parade. Yeah. So they took that time when most people were standing there watching the parade, they were running through rides that they wanted to do. Yeah. So I think it worked out. You wouldn't necessarily think with teenagers like, oh yes, definitely go to the Halloween party, but actually I would recommend that.
Yeah. And I said my long piece about the Halloween party already on my recaps, but what I will say is, if you want to go and do what they did, the Halloween party, it's worth it to do that. And especially for you, it was your only Magic Kingdom day. Right. So it was a good way to do that for them, for teenagers. Like I would definitely recommend that. And as I sort of said, I won't go through the whole thing yet, but I wasn't blown away by the Halloween party. Generally,
like for little kids.
Yeah, or just overall the Halloween like stuff. I thought the parade itself was good. But you saw the Headless Horseman or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was going to be part of the parade.
Yeah, it was 15 minutes before.
Oh.
And somebody like rushed the stage on Carousel of Progress or something when you were in there or something like that, or tried to get out.
It was a rough start to the park, but it was 100% adults who were making it. Because I tried to go to the People Mover first. Yeah. And it was stalled forever. I was in line for like 45 minutes. And then finally somebody came over and it was, somebody had gotten off the People Mover while it was running. And then they have to, according to the fire department, they have to check the entire track every time that happens. But that takes a long time. So more people kept on getting off while they were doing that. So they had to restart the process every time. So eventually they shut down the ride and they gave us a lightning lane that we could use throughout the day to make up for it. But yeah, that was the first thing I did. And then I was like, well, since I'm over in Tomorrowland, I'll just go over to the Carousel of Progress. I was like so hot at that point. I was like, I just need to go in somewhere. It was the first door I stumbled into and got into the ride, saw the first scene, and then the first scene started over again. I was like, what's going on? And we didn't move. And they came over the announcements and said somebody got out of their seat in another one of the theaters and rushed toward the stage. So they had to do safety protocols. And I was like, what is happening in the Magic Kingdom today?
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah, I think it was, as I said on the recap, it was like Disney adults on their worst behavior in some ways.
I assume it was adults.
Yeah, well, I hope so. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I kept seeing, there was this one young lady who kept trying to, I saw her a few times, keep trying to cut lines and like say that, my family's right there.
I remember you saying that.
You listen, Tuts, like you're not gonna get past me. Like, give me a break. I'm a little too smart for that. But so anyway, but it was like that kind of stuff was happening. She wasn't the only one, but anyway,
that's
and so I mean, and that was a small thing, but just like, yeah, I don't know. I think if you do what you guys did, it's actually super worth it.
Yeah.
If you're really interested in getting a bunch of Kit Kats, at Disney World, then great. But or waiting an hour and a half for every character, then great. But I don't know. I just it didn't do it for me in a lot of ways.
And I thought it was, so as I'm talking about Disney being super into the details, I thought it was funny they gave us the trick-or-treating bags out of a trash can.
Yeah. That's true. Oh. Yeah.
I don't know if they fully thought through the Halloween party, but it was really good for our purposes.
Yeah, I think if you're running through rides, then go for it. But yeah, I don't know. I wasn't blown away.
Did Fran like it?
Yeah, I think she loved meeting Jack and Sally. She didn't love waiting 2 hours, and that was 2 hours. Yeah, part of that was just we didn't know how late she'd make it. Little did we know we'd made it the whole party, but we would have gone just later, during the second parade or something, had we known she would make it that far.
Yeah.
But we, just because we knew we had to do it, and we knew that was our only shot to whatever, that we went right away. But
that's the other thing, is the second parade. Yeah. We weren't super tuned in to what was happening for the party because we weren't planning to attend it, so we didn't really realize there was going to be a second parade, and we had wanted to go across the park to Tiana's Bayou Adventure again, and then we couldn't. We could have figured it out, I think, but
no.
I don't know.
We got stuck there.
Yeah.
Did I tell you this? Yeah. We got there a second after the parade started, and we had to, and Fran was like, it was our last thing we were going to do. And I was like, Fran, we're going to have to wait for this whole thing. And she was like, yeah, let's wait. So we sat there and watched the whole parade. That's why we made it all night. But
she has FOMO.
Oh yeah, no, and she was like, "No, I'm going on Tiana." So we were like, "Oh yeah, fine, all right, let's watch this whole parade again." So
yeah,
I don't know, but yeah, no, it was if it's your Magic Kingdom day, like the way you guys did it, and that's how you treat it, then I think it's great. But yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be rushing out to do it again, to be honest with you. During the day was great, though, because the lines were lower during the day. Yeah. So I think also go during the day on the day of a Halloween party.
Okay.
And then either make that your early night or hop to another one for the night if you really want to. But yeah, it was great during the day. Yeah.
I'm going to say it's the park that my teens are least excited to go to.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if it surprises me or not, but they were ranking their favorite parks and they both listed it last.
Wow.
So for them to go during the party, they could do the things that they liked multiple times, and I think they really got the most out of that experience that way.
Interesting.
I could spend a week at the Magic Kingdom.
Absolutely. I'm the same. Oh, yeah.
But for teenagers, I get it.
I get it. Yeah. I guess. I'm surprised Epcot wasn't last on the list for them. I don't know.
They loved Epcot.
That's great.
Chelsea had a tough time choosing between Animal Kingdom and Epcot for number one.
That's awesome. All right.
And Bear and I both picked Hollywood Studios for number one.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good.
Yeah.
So we settled the drink fiasco. So next time,
I have no complaints.
And
I wonder what else I paid for.
So maybe next time, just you have to, we'll just have a policy. We just check in with me before,
Make sure you can just text me every morning. Make sure you think thoughts today. I'll try.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
This is not good for the blondes.
Well, thank you for going through this trip with me.
Hey, thank you for having me. Thank you for planning the trip for me.
Gosh.
Thank you for making it a magical experience and participating in the trip.
Thank you for letting me crash the trip. And it was the time of my life, and I want to go again. But as I said, my cup is full. I haven't felt this satisfied by Disney in a long time.
Wow.
Where I feel like I'm, like I said, I could go again tomorrow, but I feel like I got most of what I needed to out of this trip, and it was just a great time. So
incredible.
It was incredible. So we'll see. Maybe I'll sneak back there sometimes. Who knows?
Maybe I will too.
Yeah. Well, tune into the podcast to find out. And
let's go in the winter.
Yeah, no.
Next time.
That's the thing, is that I didn't mind the whole summer deal. And again, if I was by myself, I would have just dealt with it. Like, I don't, I'm Superman when I'm there. It doesn't matter. But I will say, taking the family and everything, it was just something to contend with. That every step counted, that we just had to be mindful of it. And I think taking that away and going when it's going to be a high of 81, it makes life easier. So I'm with you there. And just getting out of the cold here, it's a good deal. So, but anyway, maybe we'll hit the winter. We'll see. But
I'm sold.
All right, let's go. All right,
bye.
Well, if anyone out there wants to escape to Disney as well, just get in touch with me, Steve at justaddmagictravel.com.
Do it. He's good at it.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that very much.
Welcome.
You got anything else to take us out?
Oh,
no. Nothing to stop us now. I tell you now.